Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of this Newcastle Falcons Career Mode on Rugby 25. In this episode we're going to go through the recruitment side of things. It's something I've sort of left to this point. I did it last season, I think, just before the internationals kick in, just to go through anything that we need to do with recruitment. So just to remind people, we've got 11 players leaving at the end of the season. So we need to see where we need to replace. So we've got 2 props, right leaving, 2 scrum halves leaving, 2 outside centres leaving, 2 left locks, a left lock, a fullback, a blind flank, a number 8, and an OF leaving as well. So the outside flank, the open flank, sorry, leaving as well. So we've got those positions to kind of sort out. Whether or not we need to sign anybody is still up for debate, but what we'll do is we'll go through each position and kind of see what we need to do. So like I said, prop left we don't need to worry too much about. Hooker we don't need to worry too much about. Prop right we're going to have a look and see who's available and see if there's anyone that we think we should be trying to bring in to give our team that little bit of quality going into the next season. So just looking at this one here, the highest run here is Salia Luki, New Zealander at the moment, and you've got Alexandra Kadori, a Frenchman. Just wondering where we want to really go for this appointment. I've got Alfie Petch, the Englishman, 26 years old, 77 overall. But I think we will once again go kind of youth, because I can't remember what our team looks like. Let's have a quick look just to see what we've currently got in prop right. So we've got Keller, McCullum is leaving, Tampin I believe is leaving. So in a way I don't really think we need to go for a prop right. I think we're okay here. We've got plenty of options. We've got Keller, Ryan, Hoopatine and Newcastle, so 4 options at right. So yeah, I think we're okay with the prop right position. I don't think we need to worry too much about that, so we will just remove that from the list of things we need to do. Lock left we do have 1 person leaving, so let's have a look and see if we even need to sign somebody. So the best one here is Joe McCarthy, the Irishman, who I think would be quite the signing, but let's see who we've currently got. So we've got Fabian Holland, Tim Cardell, Scott and Luke Alston. I can't remember who's leaving, but I think maybe we do make this signing at lock left. I like Fabian Holland, but I feel like McCarthy would be an upgrade to where we are right now, and of course considering we've got the Red Bull money coming in, it would be realistic that we would sign someone like McCarthy potentially in that role. Let's have a look just to see from an age perspective if we can see who the youngest person here is. There's a couple of free agents in there. Here we go. So Luke Olsen is our guy. He's apparently available. I guess we can hold on to him. 21 years old, Luke Constant. So in a way I think maybe we don't need to do much here, but we'll tie him down to a relatively comfortable contract. What's he going to say to that? Yeah, okay. In he comes. He stays. That's good. So he'll obviously stick around for the season. So I feel like we don't really need to go in for a lock left. Purely because I don't really want this to be too easy. Lock right, we don't really need anyone at this point. Blind flank, we do have 1 person leaving at the end of the season. So let's see first of all, there's no one really here that's catching my attention. Second of the Blues, maybe, or Jules Colin of Toulon. Let's get him just on the list. Let's see who we've got. So we've got Duno, we've got Haig, we've got Neild, and we've got Kelly. We don't need a superstar here, so I think we will be happy enough with the fact that we don't need to sign a blind flank in this one. So that's a position that doesn't really need anything. Open flank, we do have one person leaving. I think, to be fair, some of the players we let go were done because we wanted to make the space. So Ross Vicente, oh, an Italian. Now, considering we're the Italy coach, would kind of make sense to sign him. Now, this one I'm considering because we're going to have 3, so we do need to make this signing. So we're going to bring in Ross Vicente. I don't know if he's in the Italian squad, but surely he'd want to come to us. We'll say 5 years. He's going to ask for a lot of money, isn't he? So we'll give him around 340. Let's see what he says. And he is going to come in. So our first signing for next season, Ross Vicente comes in, the Italian. We have signed our open flank, and that is fantastic. Our first arrival of this series. Now, number 8, I think we do need another number 8 as an option off the bench. So, and the person I'm looking at here is Marco Gazzotti, 21 years old, 70 overall from Bordeaux. Yeah, we definitely need another one, because if we're letting Van der Veld leave, we do need another option. He isn't going to start ahead of Schick, mind you. It's because he's younger than Callum Schick, but Schick's 29. We need the replacement in for the future. So let's offer Marco 150 grand just to get this deal done. What's he going to say? Oh, we've missed out on him. He's resigned with Bordeaux, so he wasn't happy with that offer. So okay, we miss out on that deal. We could go for Lorenzo Canone, the Italian. Again, considering we're the Italian coach, why not? So let's negotiate his contract. Like I said, he's not going to be starting straight away, considering Schick is the long-term captain of this team. But let's try and get Lorenzo in the door. Just offer him a grand above. Yeah, and we've signed him. So Lorenzo, another Italian, joins the fray, and we make another signing. So that is number 8 sorted, giving us those options in those positions. So scrum half, we have 2 scrum halves leaving, but I believe we have 2 leaving because we had too many scrum halves. So we'll have a look at this. Now, Jacques Van Portevliet, the Englishman from the Tigers. This one, I'm trying to remember what our scrum halves are. So Elliot, who's already there, 27 years old, who we signed. We've got Hugh Sullivan. Now 2 of them are leaving, so I would say we do need to sign 1 more. So we're going to go for Jack Van Porteliviet. We'll sign him up for 5 years as well. You can see here, money wise, we are starting to drain our cash. It's like look at the players we're going to have. Like 2029, we only have 9 players, but we're going to offer him this. Will he sign it, or will he stay with Leicester? Nope, he joins. We have signed an Englishman, ladies and gentlemen. Jack, welcome to the team, my friend. In you come. In the scrum half position. We just need 1, so in he comes. We don't need any fly. Do I need a fly half? Just want to check. We might not sign anyone here, but I just want to check. I mean, I can see Kieran Wilkinson's contract is up, so we only have 2 people at fly half. We could do with another fly half, really. So I think we will aim to sign one. Not necessarily a starter, but someone that we can have. So someone like this, Harry McClone Phil. But like I said, I need somebody maybe a bit younger. So Sam Harris at Bath. This would be a solid signing to give us a 3rd option there. We'll offer him 200 grand for 5 years, and he will join as well. So our fourth signing through the door. Lovely stuff. Kieran Wilkinson, let's just deal with your contract. Apparently you are somebody that needs a new contract, so we'll give you a 5-year deal with a significant increase up to 300 grand. I think your kicking has proven that you deserve something. So there we go. I do need to look at all my players actually and see who is currently going. So fly off done. We don't need wingers. We don't need an inside centre. Outside centre though, we've got 2 lads leaving, so we need to look at outside centre. Ethan Hooker from the Sharks, who we are going to be facing soon. Paul Custis. Akatavelala, New Zealander. Hewitt. The 20-year-old, 78-year-old. Hugh Connie, the Irishman. Let's have a look and see if we actually need anybody in outside centre. If we've got 2 leaving, that's going to leave us with 4 outside centres. No, we don't need to make an outside centre signing. I don't think we need to waste money there, so we won't. Don't do it right. And so fullback is the last position that we need to pretty much see if we do need anybody. Got George Hendy here, 84 overall. I don't feel like we do need to sign. I think we're letting just one of these lads leave. So we've got 3 fullbacks. We've got Redshaw, Elliot Albertini, and then I believe Spencer. I think Brown is the one we've let go. So that will do, I think, for new faces. Let's have a look at available players from our end. So here are the players who are expiring at the end of the season. James Elliott, 100% we want to keep him around, so we'll negotiate his contract right now. Offer him 3 years, and we'll offer him his base of 318 that he's asking for from the high end, and he signs that deal beautifully. And Metcalf is another one that we obviously want to keep around. Just a 3-year deal for him as well. We'll offer him 4, and he stays as well, so that's awesome. Now this is asked the question of these 3, Richard Palframan, who, I mean, do we need to look at prop left again? Potentially, which we didn't look at because if 2 of them are leaving. And then on lock left, we're going to keep Adam Scott, 24 years old. We need to keep him around, so we'll negotiate his contract to keep him. Just a 3-year deal. We're not going to go too crazy on his contract, but we'll offer him a 3-year deal, and he stays, so that's good. So these 2, Richard Palfman and Lewin De Bruyne, obviously all these players are leaving, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, yeah, so these 11 players all leaving, no issues there for us. But yeah, so prop left, potentially we might need to look for at least another prop left coming in, so let's just go in and deal with that one. We need to sign at least 1 lad in, I think. Not sure where I want to go really. Like I said, these 2 are available, they can go where they want to go. I'm not going to offer them new contracts, so they're out the door. So in a way, I guess I want to go for something. So Brangingham from Saracens, we've got Tom Osborne. I don't really want to, I'm going to go for Phil Barrington here. because if 2 lads are leaving in De Bruyne thing, we will need a third option, but we also need a younger option. I've just realised Bello is 30, Brockenbach is 30. They're going into next season in the final years of their contract, so I think Phil Bratham is a smart signing to make at this stage, and it would leave us with money to work with next season. So Phil, welcome to the team, my friend. You come in, and that is a huge wrap up of a deal for us. So there you go. As you can see here, the 5 players that we're signing: Phil Brunnington from Saracens, Sam Harris from Bath, Van Portelveit from Leicester Tigers, Canone from Benetton, and Vincenti from Exeter Chiefs. So 4 from the Premiership, and then of course we're signing these 5 players. Of course we've got 11 leaving, so that will obviously reduce funds and fees, so that's all good. But regarding these 2, I'm going to just offer them a shit contract and get them out the door. So just offer them the bare minimum. They'll turn around and join someone else. So the Sharks have come in for him. We'll offer him less money. So Rafa will go with South Shark. So Pafferman will go off to the Sharks for 3 years. So that's cool. That's him dealt with. And Lunderow. So that'll be 13 players that are leaving, and we're only bringing in 5 to kind of deal with that. But I feel like we don't need such a big squad. Louis de Bruyne, Leinster have come in for him. Yeah, we'll offer you the same amount, and he has joined Leinster. So there we go. That is the recruitment done for the season. All 11 of these lads are on their way. So all of them have got new clubs. They've all joined someone, so that's awesome. All that's left now to say here is we've got our signings in, so let's have a look at those players. So scrum half, Jack Van Portelveit comes in, 24 years old, Englishman, to give us an extra option at scrum half. Ross Vicente at open flank comes in, 23-year-old from Italy. Lorenzo Canone comes in from Benetton, 24 years old, Italian. Phil Brattingham comes in, 24 years old, from Saracens. And Sam Harris comes in from Bath at fly half, 22 years old, as an option. Like I said, next season prop left is going to be a position we're going to have to really look at, because of course Bello and stuff, they're all aging, and we're going to have to see what happens as far as it is. And here are the, well, not really unsuccessful, but these lads here, obviously Jingo Palamerio, we apparently he plays for us. I don't understand what this one is. Pretty sure we own this man. I don't know why we don't have him, but we'll sign Gianmarco up as well. Pretty sure we did sign him. Don't know, but never mind. He's coming now. But so there we go. These lads in the door, and we've now signed Gianmarco. I don't understand why he's in the unsuccessful offer section, but anyway, job done. Thanks for watching this, guys. This was just a quick, I say quick, I'm pretty sure we've done half the episode, but we have signed our new players for the new season, and hopefully we can now finish off this campaign strong. The next time we come back, it'll be Six Nation time. I'll see you then.